The Walking Dead isn't just a thrilling series, it's a masterclass in making television. Today at Collider, we'll dive behind the scenes of the hit zombie show and uncover the production secrets of how they make the zombies feel real. One of the standout features of The Walking Dead is its preference for using real people instead of relying heavily on CGI for the walkers. While it's possible to digitally create frightening zombies, the show's creators chose to employ makeup and special effects artists to transform ordinary individuals into terrifying undead creatures. Each season, the production hires up to 200 extras, many of whom return periodically throughout the show. Thanks to the talented makeup and costume designers, viewers never spot the same extras twice, as each walker is given a unique, gruesome look. Some days, as many as 60 extras are on set, spending hours in makeup to ensure they embody the horrifying creatures that populate the world of The Walking Dead. Transforming a regular person into a zombie is a time-consuming and expensive process, so the production team ensures that each walker is appropriately showcased on screen. While even those in wide shots receive some level of makeup, there's a system for categorizing zombies based on their screen time and proximity to the camera. Walkers are assigned different levels of makeup based on how visible they will be. For those in the background or far from the camera, the makeup is minimal. Dirty clothes and basic makeup are enough. For zombies that appear closer to the camera, prosthetics may be added for more detail. However, it's the walkers who appear in full-frame shots that receive the most intense transformation, getting the signature Walking Dead treatment with detailed prosthetics, blood, and grime to make them truly horrifying. The makeup team, led by special effects artist Greg Nicotero, is one of the most important parts of The Walking Dead's success. The walkers, or zombies, are the lifeblood of the series, and the detailed work of the makeup department brings these terrifying creatures to life. The team has come a long way since the show's debut in 2010. They have managed to make the process of transforming a background actor into a walker more streamlined. When the show first started, the production was shooting in Atlanta, Georgia in the summertime where temperatures were scorching. They decided not to use over-the-head masks to prevent the performers from overheating. Instead, the team developed a system and relied more on 3D transfers and prosthetics as the seasons progressed. Their results over time became more and more disturbing and more realistic. These realistic looks are thanks to Nicotero's background in medicine, which has helped him and his team design the looks with medical accuracy. He studied biology in college, and this definitely shows with the shocking degree of horror realism. We try to make it look as real as can be, Nicotero explains. If you pull the skin back on some of these zombies, you'll see different layers of things underneath. This includes tendons, muscles, arteries, and veins. Each walker begins with a detailed prosthetic mask. The makeup team uses latex, silicone, and foam to craft custom masks that give each walker a distinct, horrifying appearance. These masks are carefully designed to show decomposition, with features like decayed flesh, exposed bone, and oozing sores. The goal is to make each walker look like an individual, with varying levels of decomposition depending on how long they've been reanimated. In addition to the facial prosthetics, the makeup team uses full-body suits to cover the walker's arms and legs. These suits are often made of latex or foam and are designed to look as though the walkers have been crawling through dirt and rubble, giving them a lifelike texture. The team works closely with the actors playing the walkers to ensure their movements are exaggerated and unnatural, adding to the terrifying nature of these creatures. The process of applying the makeup is lengthy, often taking up to 2 to 4 hours per actor. The actors must undergo a full-body application, which includes prosthetics on the face, hands, and body, as well as intricate details like dirt and grime. The actors also have to wear heavy, cumbersome costumes, making their movements slow and stiff to mimic the unnatural way in which walkers move. In addition to the prosthetics, the makeup team applies detailed blood, gore, and grime to enhance the realism of the walkers. Blood bags and fake intestines are used to simulate wounds, while additional layers of dirt and grime ensure that no two walkers look the same. The team also incorporates various textures, such as exposed bone or flesh that's barely hanging on, to give each walker its own disturbing look. Season 8 of the series highlights one of the team's most ambitious creations, a zombie that catches its foot in a steel fence. It then proceeds to topple over and land on its belly with its head twisted all the way around, facing up. The team achieved this look by working alongside the performer every step of the way and with the stunt team to choreograph and get the actions right. Nicotero remembers, "We did a full prosthetic makeup on the performer. Then we dug a hole in the ground and buried his face, then put an animatronic head on top of his head so we could turn it all around." But as important as the effects are to the success of the show, they have to be in service of the story, meaning that the production won't forfeit the story for the sake of an interesting effect. When it comes to portraying the undead on The Walking Dead, the walkers, of course, don't blink since they're no longer alive. The production team doesn't instruct the extras playing walkers to hold their eyes open, which means the blinking has to be edited out in post-production. This process involves digitally removing any blinks from the footage, a small yet necessary adjustment that requires significant time and resources. Although it's a subtle detail, if it were left unaddressed, it would be noticeable to viewers, breaking the illusion of the walkers being truly lifeless. Another key element that makes the walkers so unsettling is the constant moaning and groaning they produce as they move toward their victims. This eerie sound is designed to terrify both the audience and the characters on screen. On set, however, the walkers are instructed to keep their mouths closed and avoid vocalizing their desire for brains too much. The primary reason for this is practical: sound editing. Rather than placing microphones on every walker or halting production for every sound, the eerie noises are added in post-production, allowing for greater control and flexibility in creating the perfect atmosphere for each scene. And how does one become a walker? Well, being one on The Walking Dead requires more than just moaning and flailing about. To maintain consistency across all the zombies, the actors are put through a special zombie school to ensure they move and behave in a unified way. The training focuses on teaching the extras how to avoid typical zombie cliches. They're instructed to keep their mouths closed, steer clear of exaggerated stiff movements like Frankenstein's monster, and forget about any desire for brains. Instead, the actors are encouraged to move as if they have just staggered out of a late-night bar, bringing a sense of disorientation and aggression to their actions. The goal is to make their movements feel unsettling and instinctual, ready to lunge and bite at anything that crosses their path. And when the walkers have to eat human flesh, how does the production team make that look real? When a scene requires a walker to feed on a person, the meat used is pickled ham. While it may not be everyone's favorite snack, it's a practical choice for production. From the audience's perspective, it looks like the walkers are consuming human flesh, making it the ideal substitute for filming purposes. You might assume that a show focused on practical zombie effects would rely little on CGI, but The Walking Dead incorporates a significant amount of digital effects. While the series is known for its impressive makeup work, that's just one aspect of the visual effects used on the show. As previously mentioned, CGI is often used to enhance the zombies and make them more realistic, but a large portion of the visual effects is actually dedicated to the environments. It's much more cost-effective to digitally add a backdrop behind a character like Rick than to search for and film at a specific junkyard that matches the desired look. While the results aren't always flawless, the digital effects typically succeed in creating convincing settings that blend seamlessly with the rest of the production. And there you have it. The success of The Walking Dead is largely due to the talented special effects and makeup teams who bring the walkers to life with such realism. Their attention to detail and commitment to minimizing CGI helped set the standard for zombie shows that followed. Thanks for watching Collider. See you next time.